Well, I don't know about you, but all work and no play makes Linda pretty cranky. So in between all of our shooting, which in and of itself is a form of play, we're visiting all sorts of small, charming shops, quintessentially New England, and this one is one of my favorites. It's in Falls Village itself. Let's go inside, see what the wares are, and meet the proprietress. I think you guys are going to, well, you're just going to enjoy shopping along with me. So we are here at Marché, and if you are in the area at all, you will want to come in here. It is just so beautifully curated. The wares are just exceptional. If I weren't flying home, trust me, a lot of this would go home in my very small suitcase. But come in here, and this is Kelly Hankins.
Hello.
This is your charming shop, and tell us a little bit about how you got to be here, a little bit of the history of this place and what your mission is.
Sure. So we bought this building 2 years ago, and we love to go to France and Belgium and Europe and source antiques and vintage homewares.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just decided this would be a perfect spot to showcase all of the things that we find. So we open the shop seasonally. It's open on the weekends, and we just really try and fill it with our favorite things that we find abroad.
And you came from Seattle. So
we did, yes. Came from Seattle 3 years ago.
And you are an interior designer.
Yes, I'm an interior designer. I do mostly high-end residential work, and my husband is a photographer. And we've been here for 3 years. We love it.
And because of his work, he often would go to New York City, and so you moved here to be closer.
Yes, we needed to be closer to the city, for sure.
Yeah.
So this has just been such a nice transition to have the best of country living, elegant country living, and being close to the city.
Well, it's that elegant, but I must ask you, how did your aesthetic evolve when you moved to New England from Seattle? Because it's a different geography, it's a different language.
It really is. I feel like from the West Coast, because the history is not quite the same, obviously. What I've found is just delving a little bit deeper into the historical context of even just the architecture here, which is so wonderful. But sourcing, antique portraits and a lot of beautiful dishware.
Yeah.
These are actually from Belgium, but I have a long-standing love affair with portraits. So when I saw these, I couldn't leave them behind. But yeah, really just embracing the architecture and just the softness of the New England aesthetic has been really
And you
fun.
source from everywhere, you said you...
We do. So mostly Paris, southern France, Brussels, and then outside of, London, England, just in the countryside. So.
Well, what a gift to the Falls Village community. What a gift to the rest of us at large, because it is just so beautifully curated and composed.
Thank you.
And a wonderful blend of the old with the new, and it's marvelous.
Thank you so much.
It is just marvelous. Thank you for sharing with us.
Of course.
Sharing it with us. And do you mind if we just kind of look around?
No, please help yourself.
And please tell our followers where they can find you online. Do you shop? Can you shop online?
Yes, so we have a website. It's marche-ct.com.
Okay.
And then we're on Instagram at marche-ct.
Okay, well, you are definitely going to want to look her up, follow her and her beautiful wares here at Marché.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been great.
Well, I'm on Main Street in Falls Village, Connecticut. And this, my friends, I think is the way to do more of a naturalistic, pollinator-friendly landscape in the center of town. This is so beautifully rendered. It's a combination of what looks to be penstemon, echinacea, maybe some dianella, There are some things yet coming into bloom that I don't even recognize. There's some butterfly weed. The pollinators are definitely already very, very happy, but I'm sure they will come in greater volume later in the season. Really, really beautifully done. There's a certain kind of delicacy to it that I admire greatly. The colors of the greens, the textural composition, the kind of strappiness in some ways of all of the foliage. But the other thing that I like about it is very well composed. So the composition is relatively consistent across the space and on both sides. So the tufts of echinacea are kind of regularly spaced. The tufts of the penstemon are fairly regularly spaced, the fescues and things. So it looks very, very orderly, but still very, very impressionistic, very painterly, and lovely, lovely movement in a breeze. And it is these kind of plantings that run up and down Main Street in Falls Village, and boy, to beautiful effect.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. It's that afterwards, it looks good. Hey, let's both blow at the same time so we get as much of it to move as possible. You ready? 1, 2. Yeah, that afterwards was good.
And all of this perennial beauty is underneath the canopy of these Japanese tree lilacs. So not only is it stunningly beautiful to look at, but I can't even begin to communicate the fragrance. And down the street and around the corner from Bunny Williams' garden is her shop, 100 Main Street. And it is, well, I take that back. It's 100 Main on 100 Main Street. And we're going to go inside and we're going to see some of the wonderful wares that she has here. A beautiful, beautiful curation of items, of artwork, all by local artisans, locally sourced, a really special place that is, well, it's part, gosh, I want to say it's like part local museum, but it's also just a wondrous place to shop. Let's go inside and meet the proprietress. Anita.
Yes.
Anybody home?
Right here.
Oh, well, the first impression does not disappoint, let me tell you. It is just, it's just incredible.
Thank you.
So this is just wonderful. Well, please introduce yourself to our audience out in YouTube land.
Hi, I'm Anita van der Ven, and I'm the proprietor of this beautiful store. Very lucky to be here. And I'm excited to welcome you.
And it's owned by Bunny, but you help her run it, you source, you curate.
Yes. I'm changing displays all the time.
Yeah, yes. You do the nitty gritty.
Yes.
You do the nitty gritty kind of stuff. Well, give us just a brief overview of the type of goods that you have and just how special they are.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's start here at the jewelry case.
Okay.
So these are several of our local artisans. This is Adelaide Harris. She makes beautiful, the chains are very popular. She has hoops. And what's great about it is it's all sort of modular. You can make your own. You can add pearls, take out,
wow.
It's very fun that way. She does these beautiful cuffs. This is Claude Renaud, whose work I really like, Janet Mavick. They all have their own styles.
Oh, Janet Mavick, of course.
Yeah.
Orchard Jewelry. So I have worked with Janet before.
Oh,
She's wonderful.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, I have several of her pieces. In fact, I recognize them right there. I recognize those earrings right there. I love her work.
I know,
I
me
love
too.
her work. Oh, it's always nice to encounter an old friend.
Yeah, that is great.
Yes,
That's
encounter
great.
an old friend. Really beautiful. But again, all of these are local
Yes,
artisans?
they are. They're all local artisans. Yeah. She was based out of New York City, but she's now, local in Sharon, Connecticut. And everyone's within, 10 miles from here. There's so much talent in this area. It's quite incredible.
Oh, how wonderful.
So we don't have to look far for us to find all these wonderful things.
Yeah. And let me just mention that you do have an online presence.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So, and where would people find you? At your website is?
Yeah, our website is 100 Main Street, st.com.
Okay.
And that's where you can find most of these things.
Yeah.
I do my best.
So you shop along with me, and if you see anything you just can't live without, then know that this too could be yours. Okay, so what else do you have to show us?
Here's some beautiful leatherware by Om NYC. She does beautiful work. I love it. She does these really fun combinations of different leathers with the lining will match this. Yeah, they're just really, really wonderful. These pouches, I like her clutches.
Excuse me, but I love how not bulky that is.
Yeah,
it's very slender and elegant.
Yeah. And these are also very fun. And then she does the straps are separate, so you can go long, short. Yeah. You can do black or silver, depending on, your style, which is great. I love this new pink color. That's very pink. Probably my favorite.
Can I hop, skip, and jump over to something that caught my eye for a very specific reason? So I'm a soon-to-be grandmother, and oh my gosh.
Yes, we have some beautiful baby sweaters.
Look at this. Okay, so tell me about these.
So these are two different artisans. This is Diane Ingersoll. They're just wonderful, handmade, all of them. These are sets.
It's so soft. It's
yes,
so soft.
It's so
and can
soft.
I say it wouldn't be scratchy on a little
No,
one.
not at all. I love this one with the pom.
Oh yeah, very whimsical.
It's very, very sweet. Yeah.
And then we were talking about, first of all, can we show this little sign here?
Oh, yes.
This little sign here, that these wooden toys, tub toys, this boat can be used in water, best if towel dried after use.
Right.
Or maybe after being chewed upon by a little teething one.
Right.
How cute are these?
Yes, they are very cute. And the proceeds go to, they build schools in Africa and Kenya, and they have different programs. This is a total fundraiser.
I love that. Okay, can I just say this is my favorite with the little passengers?
I know. And it's called the Peace Train. It's got the peace sign on the front. Which
how
fun.
cute!
I know.
Oh, how
Isn't that
cute it is! Look, there's a little peace
And this
sign
is his latest edition, which I love. It's a log truck, which is just so cute. And then lots of race cars and school buses and
very Lime Rock. Is it Lime Rock?
Lime Rock,
yeah,
yes.
Lime Rock. Yeah, very Lime Rock on the racetrack nearby. And look at the rest of these things.
Yeah, that's the same artist, Diane Ingersoll. Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, and this is also wonderful. This is hand woven. Tissé is the line. She does all of her own hand woven fabrics. These are also hers. These blankets.
Oh, this blue kind of makes me. Ooh, and I love this one.
Yeah, that one's lovely too. Very soft.
Very, very soft.
And and then this is Rescue Textiles. This lady finds textiles and then makes pillows out of them. And, she does these fun
So these
matching.
are old Rescue Textiles.
Yes, they are. Yep.
And they just look like a fairy tale, don't they?
I know, they really do.
Perfect for a nursery. Now, you were telling me earlier about a new product line that you have right here, these beautiful
these are beautiful paper products, This is Mr. P's. They're out of Chatham, New York, and they do beautiful place cards that, they have these little stands and note cards.
Oh, these are truly
and their packaging is just fabulous,
It's an art form in and of itself.
Yes, it really is.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at these. Always with joy, beautifully packaged. Yes. Oh, these are truly, truly special.
They really are.
Oh my word, look at this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and this is actually an artist, Marion McAvoy, that they work with. This one and this one is, they're especially made for Mr. P's.
Okay, now, would these be not just beautiful frames?
Yes, I know.
In isolation or all together?
Absolutely.
Really gorgeous.
Really beautiful. Let's see. Oh, and we have some Frances Palmer pottery up here. She has a big following. So these just fly.
I bet
can
they
hardly
do.
keep up
Yeah.
with them.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Claude Renaud, who, interestingly, the jewelry I just showed you is the same artist. She also does pottery that I really love.
Don't you just love these silhouettes?
Yes, they're beautiful.
Don't you just love these silhouettes? Well,
Yeah.
let's take a break here, and when we come back, let's look at some of the things that are in the Bunny Home Collection that you can get here, and some of the other goodies to be found. And here's another name that many of you will recognize. Tell us about this.
Christopher Spitzmiller, yes, his marble plates are wonderful. This is in a Delft blue color. And actually, this is really fun. This is something that was a collaboration with Bunny. She designed this faux bois tablecloth design. Yeah,
To match, yeah, to
yeah,
kind of
that goes so
coordinate.
well.
And isn't he the provider to the royalty of, don't they, who has some of his, some love his work.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
yeah.
I don't have that exactly right, but lots of people obviously love his work,
definitely.
and he is a fabulous gardener.
Yeah.
You probably, no doubt,
Yes,
carry his book here.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know that we're going to have time on this trip to visit his garden, but
Mm.
one day,
Yes.
one day.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so show us some other things over here.
Let's see. Oh, the Bunny Williams home. So this sofa and these armchairs are Bunny Williams home. That they're available on our website and on the Bunny Williams home website. These lamps are also Bunny Williams home that are wonderful. Actually, that was a collaboration with Christopher Spitzmiller.
Was it?
Also.
Was
yeah,
it?
Yeah. That console over here is a Bunny Williams home. That's actually the last of its kind. She just brought this in recently. Yeah, that's the very last one.
And is she still working with Ballard Home?
Yeah, I don't know that she does anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. She has in the past, I know. They've done some beautiful work together. Yeah.
Well, she has so many different projects, and she.
It's hard to keep up.
We both were saying we wish we had her energy because.
Yes.
And her infinite reserves of creativity. Well, it looks like you also have them. You also have them.
Well, I feed off of hers for sure. So.
Let me show. I want to look at one other thing over here that I've got my eye on. Oh, these textiles.
Yes.
These are beautiful.
Yeah, that's Belgian linen, very high quality, wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's an understatement, at least to me.
Yes. Yeah, and they do great things. It's pillowcases too, and guest towels and napkins, and I just got their tablecloths in that look quite beautiful. It's just
well, there's a very distinctly Belgian look.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the color palette and the stripes, and yeah, I love it.
But it just has kind of like an African sensibility to it, or something.
Yeah. That's funny you say that because this brown is called Nairobi. Yeah, it does have that a little bit.
Well, I've got a lot of this look in a portion of my house.
Oh, really?
And so I was attracted to it immediately.
Yeah,
and there is definitely some kind of cross-pollination, I think, between.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at these pieces.
Yeah, this is Stephanie Manchin. She does these.
The delicacy of
Yeah,
that.
it's wonderful. These are for jewelry, and she does these really sweet egg cartons too that we have.
Anything else special you want to point out to us before we leave? Because, I have to say, you just need to come see it in person because it is truly an experience.
Sure is.
Do you ever open these doors completely and
I
let
haven't
the
yet
outside
because
in?
we've had a funny spring. It was quite chilly. So, but as soon as it's warm enough, yes, I plan on opening them.
Oh, gosh.
Because the porch is wonderful in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the design of the space is just
that's
wonderful.
funny. Yeah, it's incredible what they did.
Is this an old?
It was a grocery store, and it sat empty for a very long time. And Bunny was like, "Okay, we have to do something with this." And so this was her concept. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think the endeavor was a successful one.
I agree.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
you.
sharing this.
Thank you so much.
And if you want to find out more information about this, then just go to 100mainstreet.com and you'll be able to find all sorts of information. And as importantly, you'll be able to shop right along with me.
Well, happily, we were able to get in right at closing time. We're at the Orangerie, and this is just a magnificent place. And so we're going to quickly just point out some things to you. But this is just a wonderful example of just romancing the ordinary. It looks like a variegated privet. It may or may not be. I don't see a tag, and I don't want to be mistaken. But nevertheless, something like this could be easily conjured up out of something as simple as privet, a topiary that's very, very tall, very statuesque, and just basically a simple container. But boy, if there was ever an example of that elevating something that's relatively common into something that's uncommon, this would be it. Oh my goodness, it's always nice to come someplace like this that's so fabulous, so beautiful, so green, so lush, and yet you run into old friends. Look at this Eugenia and the way it's in this. Look at this container. And this is interesting because they've done a container inside a container. This is a great, try this at home. So they've got a container set in another container, but this is just flanking the outside of the door. 2 Eugenias that you guys right now could find at any number of places at a wonderful price point. Again, these are not frost tolerant. You have to bring them in, but boy, this is an investment of time into a plant that starts out rather inexpensive. Is this part of this? Yeah, this. We usually have the doors wide. I didn't know Deborah had this one. Something like that that I trained for years and then I moved. Oh, I'm in heaven. I am absolutely in heaven.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word.
Holy smokes. That's a lot.
Do you raise your own chips? Yes, and those kind of
There's everywhere.
I just.
That's great. This is really neat. And they're everywhere.
And it's a good combo. It does look like red pearl, and it could really stand up to our Oklahoma heat. So we're always looking at things that can stand up to our heat. Just give me a towel. Wonderful. Great. Interesting. As they should.